Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to start another series of videos. Don't worry, the old ones will return. I'm just figuring out what to do with them. So, this series will be titled My Firsts. And this episode is going to be on one of the first things that happened in my life. My first ever operation. Now, I'm going to cast you guys back in time a lot. The year is 2001. It is Christmas Eve. In the Wrexham Mile Hospital, at 9 minutes past 5, a sound could be heard. That sound was yours truly being brought into the world. At which point, the doctors noticed something. Prepare for some detail. There is brain fluid dripping out of this young man's back. Uh-oh. So, what did they do? Well, Christmas Eve, they wrapped me up in cling film, like a turkey. 'Cause, why wouldn't you? Well, I mean, stop the brain fluid. So, I was wrapped up in cling film. My family was told I was disabled, as for some reason, my disabilities were not picked up on any scan at all throughout my entire 9-month construction phase. Nothing. My first indicator of disability was the back, and specifically the giant gaping hole in it, which is what the brain fluid was leaking through. I'll get on to why that was happening in another video. Brain fluid coming out of the back. Mum was a bit out of it because I was a C-section birth, so she was kind of unconscious. My family was panicking because there was a good chance that I wouldn't ever be able to walk. Ha! Proved them wrong. And that will lead on to my first operation. So I was in the miler for a couple of hours, very naggy, very tired and cold, as I was quite warm for the last 9 months, but I was born in Wrexham on Christmas Eve. Great. So, at which point, I was whisked up to Liverpool, to Alderhay Hospital, to fix said back problem. At which point, my first ever operation occurred. I was put under the anaesthetic roughly 6 hours after I was born, so this puts it about 11 AM again. I'm just saying this from what I've been told. I obviously don't remember any of this. So, I had my operation. Everything seemed okay. I was still very cold, still very tired. I promptly went to sleep, apparently. And then my dad, because my mum wasn't doing too well from the C-section, was doing the role of mum and dad for the first week of my life. So, nice one, Dad. You did good. It was a couple weeks before the rest of my family could come. Well, it was a week before the rest of my family could come and see me because I was on the intensive care unit because, newborn baby had his first operation at 6 hours old, so, kind of had to keep an eye on him. Because, babies aren't really supposed to deal with anaesthetic, especially at hours old. Because I wasn't even days old at this point. So, yeah. And then, of course, met my mum for the first time, because, we didn't really see each other on that following Friday, so that was a fun day, I believe. Again, all this is going off what I've been told, because this was nearly 20 years ago. Oof. So, yeah, everything seemed right as rain. Nothing could have gone wrong. How wrong I was. Until 4 days later, when my second operation came up. But that will be another story for another video someday. But, yeah, so I've got 4 episodes of this series lined up, which I don't think I mentioned. That was the first. I will do some more. It won't be just a 4-episode series, don't worry. This is just the first 4 that I've got planned of this thing. But, should I tell you what they are? I might do, at some point. Not now, though. So, yeah, that was the story of my first ever operation at 6 hours old. The first of 21. Up to now. I say that because with me being me, I will not be stopping at 21. I hope I do, but I know I won't. So, that'll do it for today's video, guys. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my 9Roxanne's YouTube channels. Her link's in the description. My sub button is down there. Yep, that way. Once you've hit our sub buttons, don't forget to click the bell icons too, to get both sets of notifications, excusez-moi. Don't forget to comment, because why not, and let me know what you think of this series, and if it should continue. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are in the description, along with Roxanne's blog and Twitter. Links are also down there in the description, which is the down arrow next to the video title, by the way. And lastly, share this video with all of your friends, so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.